Xbox on. What's going on, everybody? This is Gregory Laporte from GamerFitnation.com, and today we got the one, we got the only, the Xbox One hardware for the review for you all on GamerFitnation. You know, I got the headset on, I got the controller in my hands, the system's booting up right now, and it's already started. So you know what? Let's get this review started, shall we? At first glance, you know, this is the Xbox One dashboard. It seems very, you know, Windows 8 oriented. It's pretty cool in the fact that it has everything on here and you can like see your most recent stuff. You know, as we can sign in, as I'll go, I can do it by voice actually because it's voice operated. Xbox, select. There we go. Sign in. Sign in. Choose this person. See, as you can see there's kind of one of the glitches that it has with the Xbox is the fact that when you're doing voice controls, you'll say it, in which I did, and sometimes it won't actually happen the way it's supposed to be. Right here you have your home section, your store section, and then your pins. Essentially, your pins are basically your favorites. Your favorites are, you know, whatever you're going to be using on a daily basis. So right here you can see I have Skype right there. I got my Xbox Video, Xbox Music. I got Xbox Fitness, which I'll check into that later on. I got SkyDrive, TV, ESPN, Killer Instinct, which is pretty cool. And you know, hopping into games is pretty easy and pretty cool to do on the fly. Like I can go into Killer Instinct right now and the game will load up, but I don't actually have to watch it load up. I can back out, go by saying Xbox, go home. And it goes home. So I can resume it and everything. Another thing, Xbox, stop listening. There we go. So you know, we already know this is Killer Instinct being uploaded right now. Here's another gripe I have with the voice control. If I say Killer Instinct, it doesn't do anything. But if I say Xbox select, resume Killer Instinct, it'll go right back to it. Another cool feature we can do with this is with the snap feature that they have. So if I say Xbox snap, right here, right alongside me, it'll bring up a whole bunch of stuff I can do. I can watch a Netflix, I can do movies, I can do video, I can show all my friends' activity, ESPN, NFL, SkyDrive, basically essentially everything. You know what, let's bring up the Internet Explorer. This is how the Bing Internet Explorer looks like this. But let's go back and do Xbox Go Home. And then we'll go back into Killer Instinct. Xbox Snap. And then now we'll go into Internet Explorer. And we got it right there on the side. Xbox unsnap. Xbox unsnap. See, there's a lot of issues this console has that has to be figured out with the Xbox Connect. You know, usually if I'm facing directly in front of it, it'll pick up my words a lot smoother and a lot easier. But since I feel like since I'm sitting right next to it, it's not picking up what I'm saying correctly. So that might be another issue with it too. First, when you pop it in and you play it, it's really confusing because there's like so much stuff. It's like you got to come over here and you have to like look at the featured stuff because it'll actually tell you and give you a whole bunch of information on how you can maneuver around your Xbox and a lot of tips and tricks. And you can also, at the jump, you can say Xbox help. And it'll bring you to a help screen. And it'll tell you everything that you need to know about the Xbox One and how you can go, which I would recommend when you first get your system. I would recommend go to the how-to videos and tutorials because there's a lot of stuff that you're gonna need to know how to do. You got your Xbox Live gamer tag, which carries over from your Xbox 360. So if you have an Xbox Live account, you'll have everything already. So I got all my friends over here. Pretty much everything I've been playing as of late. Xbox Video for Killer Instinct. You know, everything's kind of simplified. It's clean. It's cool. You know, it's fresh. You know, I really thought it's like a good feature, the fact that everything's really simplified. But the only factor is like this dashboard is really, at first glance, it's really confusing. And it's like it seems simple at first once you get the hang of it and trying to find everything out. But as soon as like you figure everything out, it just really gets really annoying. There's also the store, which basically is broken up into a whole bunch of different things. And at the bottom right here, it also tells you can search the Xbox store by saying Xbox or Bing to search with your voice, which we can do that right now. Let's just say Xbox Games. It's going into games now. Oh, it's going into Bing now, so it's one of those things. It's a feature that has to really get ironed out because it has a great potential, but the way it is right now, it's just really not the best that it can be at its potential right now. So let's go see the game. So right here's the Xbox store in the game section, which basically you can see everything. But now let's get back to Xbox Fitness, because we're at GamerFitnation, we're all about being fit and being healthy. So let's check out Xbox Fitness and what do they got over here for us. Since I already have it pinned and downloaded, we can just hop into the game right now. Xbox Fitness is really cool because, you know, it's great that it has the connectors right here for you, and you can already use it and use Xbox Fitness if you have an Xbox Gold account, which you need for majority of the features on the Xbox and apps. You need Xbox One. So to use internet browser, you need Xbox Live. You need for Skype, Netflix, ESPN, and NFL, all the apps. You'll need Xbox Live account. So the controller too. The controller also feels, you know, it's not bad. I actually find this more beneficial than the 360 controller. It's not the best, but it feels a lot more smoother and a lot more texture. The analog sticks are more like really defined. They have a lot better edges around the circles on the top. The D-pad is great. I mean, there's nothing really bad about this controller that I found. And the only thing that's kind of different to me is when I'm playing a first-person shooter like Call of Duty or Battlefield or any other game that has a lot of rumbling in it. The back of the controller will it has certain sections where it will rumble. So if something happens on the right hand of your screen, it'll rumble on the right hand of your controller. If it happens on the opposite side, it rumbles on the opposite side. So, you know, it's one of those cool things. Now you see here at Xbox Fitness, we got all the fitness things going out. You get rapid results, fat burners, you got cardio, 10-minute beach body, 10-minute solutions, a whole bunch of stuff. 5 days to get fit. So these are all free with Xbox Live Gold. Xbox One, its size is pretty big. I'm not gonna say that it's actually bigger than the original Xbox, but it is bigger than the 360. As I just said, Xbox One, it actually just brought up the Xbox One guide, which basically shows all the TV listings and everything like that. I live in Rhode Island, so we have Cox, so it brings up basically all the networks that are on the Cox cable network. So you see everything posted over here from HLN, TV Land, Telemundo, Comcast, Nessun Sports for all you Patriot fans out there, C-SPAN 1, 2, 3, everything basically. It's a pretty cool feature to use when you're wanting to watch TV and you wanted to switch between your games and everything like that. But all in all, for me personally, it's not a feature I find defining on the Xbox. Overall, the Xbox One, it's a pretty good gaming console. It's not one that is gonna, you know, sell you. It's not one personally for me that feels that everybody has to buy day one. You know, even the PlayStation 4 people, I don't feel people have to buy it day one, because they all have their certain potential that they have to realize later on in the console cycle. So, you know, the Xbox One, you know, the voice control is cool, but as you can see in the video, there is some difficulty with it working and not working at certain times. And also, you know, a lot of the apps and everything, they're hidden behind the paywall. So, you know, Xbox Live you have to have a gold account, but that's always been like that. But the features that they provide are very cool. Like, you can look at, as you can see here, Xbox Fitness. You literally can play it and like side by side playing the Xbox One. It's pretty cool like that. And it's, you know, there's a sense of aiding people, making gamers more healthier is what we're trying to do. And this is basically everything what we're about, you know. And the ability to snap, where you can play a game, or you can just like hop on the Forza, put on Forza and be like, oh, Xbox snap, and you can go back into the game and just do whatever you got to do. And you can also upload footage. So, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do here that it takes a while getting used to. But overall, once you get used to it and you learn all the features that the Xbox One has to offer, it'll have something for you that you want to do. You know, other than that, I mean, the gripes I find with the console is the voice control is spotty at times. You know, the dashboard can get really confusing with all the pinning and all the extra stuff. At the price of the console costs $499.99, which is pretty steep considering how its competitor, the PlayStation 4, costs $399.99. I mean, the launch games that you see here, Forza looks wonderful. It looks beautiful, especially like this game is like, it's crazy awesome. But, you know, the launch lineup, like with Dead Rising, which is a pretty cool game, Forza, which is a pretty cool game, and Rise, you know, that's not the strongest lineup I would assume, you know, because those games aren't really the games that really sell me. But as well as the competitor, those games didn't really sell me either. But You know, it's a very decent lineup. The games are cool. The system is cool. A lot of the features have potential, and that's what this comes down to. This console right here has potential, especially with the Kinect. I feel the Kinect gives the Xbox One the biggest potential system seller that it can be, because there's so much that can be done with this. The way you can do fitness with it, the way you can just tracks you, the way you can use your voice. You know, there's a way you can incorporate that into games. Like with Dead Rising, you can use your voice in certain gameplay sections as to control the menus, to talk to enemies, to attract zombies. There's certain things that you can do. And with that, I think that's going to be a defining moment between the consoles, because there's going to be new experiences. That's not to say, you know, the competitor isn't gonna try to bring the A game, but it's just there's a lot of potential in this system. And if you want to buy it right now, I would say, you know, hold off on it, because there's nothing really right now that I feel gamers need to have. But there's a lot of, you know, games like Forza that if you're a fan of Forza, you're gonna want to pick it up. So, you know, there's a lot of content on the Xbox One store. The system is hot. The controller's not bad. It even comes with a headset and a code for a 14-day trial if you reserve for the Xbox One. It's hot, guys. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You guys need to check it out. If you haven't gotten it or you're not gonna get it, at least play it once. Go to your friend's house, try theirs, get their opinion. And a lot of people are gonna ask you what's better. Well, right now, I can tell you what's better, and that's neither. You know, everything's on the level playing field right now. It's gonna take content and games and updates further down the line to find out which one is truly better. So I'm Gregory Laporte for GamerFitnation.com, and this is our Xbox One review. And to take it all off, you know, I'm gonna let the Xbox show you how to finish this off. Xbox, turn off. The system's hot. That's why I'm giving this system an 8 out of 10. Y'all need to check it out. Peace.